Hey guys, how we doing? Welcome back to another morning coffee video with me here today. Now, I'm really sorry. I did try in the last video to use an app from the Apple App Store that automatically gave me subtitles in the video, and it just didn't work for me. I'm sorry. So this time, back to a video without subtitles. I hope you guys can live with that. The other one, I had to hold the button all the time. It was too close to my face, and even when I uploaded it, I realized afterwards that it had, in certain places, picked up what I was saying wrong. I'm trying to do this unscripted, as fast as possible, quick and easy. So spending a lot of time editing the subtitles afterwards and stuff, it's not going to work for me. But let me know. I mean, if you guys absolutely need subtitles and think that subtitles are important, then put it in the comments and I'll see what I can do. But at the moment, I'm trying to stay away from that, just to make this quick and easy and to the point, and a little bit more relaxed for me, right? On Friday, I did a video around time management, etc., and how my calendar last week and most weeks actually just gets completely full up, completely red. And it was interesting. Maybe the new CEO of Citi Bank watched my video. I don't know, maybe, right? But this morning, I saw in the news that she has come out with a new policy to make every Friday a non-Zoom day, which means that she wants her employees to not spend Fridays on back-to-back calls, and she wants them to start getting a bit more focused on work-life balance. Exactly what we were talking about on Friday. I think that's a fantastic idea. Really hope it works out and that other banks and institutions follow suit. I mean, it's a nice new trend. Particularly as well, I saw in the news, I think it was last week, Goldman Sachs is getting raked over the coals for 100+ hour working weeks, particularly for junior bankers, which is, I would say, not a good thing. I mean, you work people too hard, you're going to get bad results at the end of it, right? But I also, on the video on Monday, promised that we would talk a little bit more about core banking. That is, after all, the domain that I work with inside of IBM. I focus in on what is called the core banking and payments ISV providers that we partner with at IBM. And I think that the journey of core banking is a really fascinating one. Banking is getting disrupted like mad at the moment. And it's been driven an awful lot by trends and the way that we as bank consumers or customers have got used to this instant gratification through social and digital channels, and how we want everything to be tailored specifically for us. And banks in the past have been very generic, all right? They've got lots of products that are meant for the masses, and then they try and sell those products to their customers. Well, the truth is that the banking industry needs to make a transition from being centered around banking products to becoming client-centered or drive client centricity, which means focusing on us as individuals and delivering tailored services and solutions that are specifically aimed at us as individuals, making us feel like we are unique as individuals to the banks. That requires a transformation of their core. I mean, their IT systems, like I talked about on Monday, are rigid and built, a lot of them, quite some time ago, and focused on the way that banking used to be. Now, if we move towards a more client-centric world, it means that any system which is built around the notion that the products are king becomes very inflexible, very difficult for the banks to drive this new way of working with their customers. On top of that, the world is moving towards cloud native. Everything is going towards cloud computing, microservices, pull things apart to give you the ability to be agile and nimble. And this is where you start getting a new generation of core banking products and providers that are cloud native and based around this notion of client centricity rather than product centricity. There's some really interesting vendors out there in this space. And back to the podcast, that I host with my friend Villa, Fintech Daydreaming. We've already spoken to two of the cloud native core banking providers. We've spoken to Thought Machine, which is a fantastically interesting platform, also one of IBM's partners, ISV partners. We've spoken to Episode 6, who also is a cloud native core banking provider, but focused more on digital wallets and payments. Doing some interesting stuff there as well. I'm actually working with them at Arise, which is a small fintech in Denmark that I'm pleased to be an independent advisor to their board, technical advisor to their board. And then we're actually, the next episode of the Fintech Daydreaming podcast that we're about to release, we are interviewing someone from 10x, who is another provider in this space. Now, the cool thing here that they're doing is that they're moving away from trying to do everything in one package and focusing purely on the core. Remember, we talked about the core in the video on Monday. I'm interested in keeping these videos short. So what I will do is, in the next video, let's say on Friday, we'll go into more detail on what distinguishes these core banking platforms from the more traditionally old ones. And also, I mean, please let me know if there's any subject you'd like me to cover off in an other video going forwards. I'd gladly cover anything in this domain. I'm really interested in the banking domain. So cool, enjoy your coffees. Talk to you again on Friday, guys. Bye-bye.